Hi and welcome to Ali Lives Well on Less. I'm Ali, an early retired teacher, currently living well on my small teacher's pension. And today is a bonus foodie video where I share with you what I did with rather a lot of apples that I was gifted. So enjoy the video and have a fabulous day. So what do you do with 5 kilograms or 11 pounds of organically homegrown James Grieve variety apples? They are an eating variety, but they are quite tart. They're not really good keepers, so they have to be used in some way, and I would rather not cook them all because obviously you use the good benefits you get from eating apples. So what do you do with 5 kilos of apples? Well, to begin with, you give away half a kilo to your daughter-in-law. You eat one and then you process the rest. So I'm going to set aside 2 of the least blemished ones to make a Dorset apple cake. The rest I am going to prep for dehydrating, making some apple pie, apple crumble filling, and some unsweetened apple puree. So the apples have been washed. I now have my basin for my apple peelings. I am not making apple cider vinegar this year because I still have loads left from last year. So the apple peelings are just going to go into my home compost bin. And I have a pan with some water and apple cider vinegar in it to stop the apples from discolouring. And the first job that I'm going to do is prepare some for the dehydrator. Right, I'm just going to sort them by size. So I'll put the big ones at the back and similar sized ones near the front so that they dehydrate at the same rate. Okay, that's not perfect, but these ones at the back will go towards pie filling or apple puree. These ones near the front I will just peel and cut ready for dehydrating. Now I am not I'm not going to core them. Oh, wait, no, this is not what I was going to do. Right, okay, I've done one apple that I'm just going to eat as I'm doing this. So I am not peeling the apples to dehydrate them. I am just going to cut out any bashed bits or bad bits. I know these apples are organic because they grew in my mum's garden. Okay, so all I'm going to do is cut off the water, and then I'm just doing it by hand, and I'm just going to cut them into slices, and I'm going to try and get them as thin as I can. It's not perfect, but I'm not going to stress about it. They dehydrate nicely anyway. So all I'm going to do is peel them and put them into the pan of water and apple cider vinegar, and you do that for about 10 minutes and that stops them going brown. So see you in a minute. So the apples are in my dehydrator. I'll do them at 65 centigrade for the first hour, and then I'll turn it down to 55, and they should take a good 12 hours maybe. I'll report back when they're done. So I've got half a pound of prepped apples. All I've done is dip them in the water and apple cider vinegar mixture, and they're just going to go into the freezer. I already have plums in there, and this will be to make some chutney. The plums already prepared, now the apples already prepared, so making chutney is going to be an absolute breeze. Okay, apples done, basin full of peelings, and I'm just going to take them out and pop them into my compost bin in my garden. Okay, so the apples have just been soaking in the water and apple cider vinegar mixture, and all I'm going to do, yes thank you Luna, is drain them and then put them on to cook. And I'm just going to add as minimal sugar as I can, because I can always add sugar later on when I'm making a pie or a crumble. So I'm just going to sprinkle some sugar over the top and gently stew these down so I can portion it up and freeze it. And Miss Luna is not happy, so I will go and sort her out. So I've probably added about half a cup of sugar. Remember, these are eating apples, so this one's going to have sugar, and this is the finished puree, so that's just plain apple, nothing added to it, and I will puree that up shortly. And there's enough water clinging to the apples. I will add a little water if I think it's going to stick to the bottom of my pan. That's it, probably about 5 to 10 minutes and that'll be it done. So about 2.5 hours later, 4.5 kilos of apples have turned into one Dorset apple cake, just out the oven. Looks delicious, maybe slightly overdone round the edge, but it'll be absolutely delicious. I have 6 individual portions. I have 6 individual portions of apple pie or apple crumble bases. These will be frozen in the freezer. I have 1 extra portion of the apple pie filling left, which I will have later on or tomorrow with some yogurt. I have 4 half cups portion sizes of unsweetened applesauce. You can use applesauce in all sorts of things, so it's going to be useful to keep in the freezer. With the last 1.5 apples, I've made myself my carrot and apple salad, which is just grated carrot, onion, apples, some cider vinegar, some mayonnaise and seasoning. I don't have any walnuts to put through it, but it's supposed to have walnuts in it, but it'll be absolutely delicious. And of course I have the dehydrator quietly humming in the background, and they will be ready later. Oh, and that's just a sourdough loaf I made this morning. So if the apple slices are dried in time before I upload this video, you will see them. If not, I'll just share them in another video. So thanks for watching my apples galore video. Have a lovely day.